right, guys, it's another week, another night of Tales from the Head with your host, Coop.
And I am your good friend, Danny.
He's not only a good friend, he's your great friend. And how is Danny doing this week?
I'm doing good, man. Enjoying the weekends. A little bit hot. I'm not sure if it's still going to be hot once this is released, but it kind of sucks living without AC or just having one of those portable AC places in one part of the house. So, but
Yeah,
I'm maintaining.
it's
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm one of those assholes that's got AC. I used to not when I lived
Gotcha.
in San Lorenzo, but out here, we gotta have
You
it
have to.
out in the valley.
Yeah.
But it's funny because it was 104 today here, and I believe it was hotter in LA. It might even have been hotter where you are.
Dude, it was 104 today,
Yeah, so
106 here
wow,
in
we're
San
about the
Jose.
same, which is kind of crazy for you guys.
Yeah, no, it is. And I mean, San Francisco almost hit 100, and that's like
That's
unheard
fucking
of.
insane.
Like Santa Cruz was also like 100, and I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
that's just weird
they're
to me. The coastal ones being that hot.
yeah, and then you're really fucked. But yeah, our friends and family in LA, they're just like
Oh, they're cooking.
110,
Yeah,
115. It's just ridiculous.
dude.
120, like in the Imperial
Uh-huh.
Valley. It's just
Dude.
disgusting,
I'm
dude.
like, not only do you have to live with LA people, but then you got to deal with the heat like that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I made a comment on Twitter. I didn't. The joke didn't fly so well.
Try it on
It
here.
bombed.
Let's see. I'm
Well,
on.
I said, you know, God damn it, I don't pay so much in rent and mortgage to have this type of weather here in San Jose. And
Yeah,
no one really got it. I guess you have to be from the area to understand that joke
but either
or that.
way, Cali in general, no one pays to live here to deal with 100-degree weather. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly. And I don't
no,
want to
we're
be
privileged
like.
people.
No, and we're spoiled, and I don't want to be like, oh, this fucking like. Don't get me wrong. Don't come at me like, oh, well, try living in Arizona. I'm like, no shit. That's
Well, don't fucking live in Arizona because if you want to live in the
yeah,
devil's asshole, then you got no reason to
yeah.
ever complain.
Like trust me, I've been to Texas. I've been to El Paso and San Antonio in like dead ass July, and it was
You doing
freaking
around
hot,
here,
dude.
boy?
Hey, it's one of them
Hey, you
Mexicans.
must be here to fix the AC.
Oh, we don't see you brown. No, actually, I lied. There's a lot of brown
There's
folks
hella
down in El
Mexicans.
Paso.
There's
Yeah,
hella Mexicans in Texas, but
yeah. It's not. It's
yeah,
not.
no, it's
My
not. I'm making it like Deliverance.
you like in the fucking like backwards small ass. It's not like I was in like small town
Yeah,
Hicktown, Texas. I was in freaking El Paso, which is basically like Mexico. And
and
then
where the isn't is the Alamo near El Paso? I don't know
no,
shit about
the
Texas,
Alamos in San
bro.
Antonio.
God, I suck.
And
See?
dude, but I check this out. I went to the Alamo on Veterans Day 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I went there. It was like whatever. I'm seeing the thing. I'm seeing like what they're writing, and of course the whole time I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. This is like the Spaniards came and fucked over the natives, and then the white man came and fucked over the
But
Mexicans and
Davy
all this shit.
Crockett fought in that war, man.
And he died there too, and he's buried
I
somewhere there.
know, I don't know anything about this.
But I'm seeing it the whole time, like, just fucking bullshit. It's just a bunch of like white people got drunk and they're like, oh, this is ours now. And then they got
Oh
pissed off
yeah,
because Mexico was like, the fuck? This is mine. So, like, it's going on. But
it's
I
funny
remember
because then the Native Americans were like, "Fuck Mexico and fuck you guys."
exactly. They're still going like that, dude.
Yeah,
Like, they're
they're
still
like, "All
like,
right, let's just get drunk and hang out in these teepees."
yeah, fuck us, I guess. But like, I love it when like I read people saying like, "Oh, this was Mexico." The border didn't cross. We didn't cross the border. The border crossed us, and I'm like, if you're native, you're like, okay, so fuck us, Dan, because I
Yeah,
guess
it
we're
kind of sounds
just,
like something the Spanish would say.
yeah, exactly. But I went to in this place in the at the Alamo. They have like knives and like guns and bullets
Yeah,
from like the era, and then you can leave little comments like, "Oh my god, thank you for your service," and you
that's
put a
what
post.
people should say. What
Yeah.
did you see?
I put where's the basement, and I signed it P.W. Herman, and I posted because
Pee Wee
I'm just
Herman?
yeah. Because have you ever seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
Dude, it's been so long. Where's the
Oh, dude.
basement? Like, was he
Yeah,
say it like
yeah,
that?
because he goes on the movie. I mean, I'm not. It's been released for 30
Dude,
years,
don't
so if you
spoil
haven't
it.
seen
No,
it.
I'm kidding.
In the movie, his bicycle gets stolen, and he
Yeah.
goes to like a fortune teller, and she's like, "Oh, it's at the Alamo in the basement." So
Uh,
he goes to the Alamo and he does the tour. And once the tour is over, he goes, "Where's the basement?"
oh
Like,
yeah, because he just wants his bike.
yeah. And then everybody starts laughing at him because there's no basement at the Alamo.
Oh yeah.
So I signed it. I put like, "Where's the basement?" I signed it
PW
PW
Herman.
Herman.
That's funny.
And I wonder if anybody else got the joke. I thought it was like really creative,
I
but
liked it.
whatever.
I mean, I knew who
Thank you.
PW Herman was.
Yeah. You know what's the other cool thing about the Alamo? And then we'll move on because this is not a pro Alamo
No, no,
or
no.
pro
This
Texas.
is all important information.
um, Another thing also, our good friend Mr. Ozzy Osbourne
Yeah.
was
Yep.
kicked out of Texas for
For
a couple
pissing
of
on it.
years. For pissing on the Alamo by accident,
In
apparently.
a blue women's evening gown.
Oh,
That is one
even
detail
better.
that should
That's
never be overlooked in the story.
no. It just
It's
shows you what.
because I believe his mugshot, he's wearing the dress still.
Yeah, and he's just like in the
Oh,
freaking like
dude.
cocaine
Oh
binge and
fuck yeah,
fucked
dude. That
up.
was
Yeah, dude.
coked Ozzy. Like that was when Ozzy was like you've seen Dirt, right? The
Yeah,
movie
of
The
course.
Dirt.
Yeah.
You kind of know of the story. Like
Yeah,
him and
him,
fucking
Nikki
Nikki
Six and
Six used to
shit.
just go
Yeah.
back and forth and just do crazy shit together.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
basically, like there was that whole story of the pool thing where, like he was licking up, Ozzy was freaking him out because Nikki pissed in public, and then Ozzy upped it up and did him one better and started licking up his own piss while looking at
yeah.
him. You can't fuck with Ozzy, bro. He wins.
Ozzy, I mean,
I heard he used to just show up with bags, like I'm talking like the
yeah.
quart bags of Ziplocs of Coke.
Yeah.
And it was real Coke, dude. Like
No,
they
this
were
is
doing Coke
80s when
in
they
the
were getting like
60s and 70s. Like, so in the 80s era, Ozzy, he already had his fucking mules and all kinds of shit.
yeah, well, even during like Black Sabbath, I think he used
Fuck
to say
yeah.
how like he was saying basically every promo picture that Black Sabbath ever took, they're all coked out.
Oh, dude. They wrote a song called Snowblind.
That's true.
They were supposed to market that. The label wouldn't let them market that. The song was supposed to be a theme for the record, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. From what I understand, Snowblind was such a big deal with the band, and it turned out to be such a fan favorite anyway. But the label didn't want to promote a song glorifying cocaine use, even though it's like Clapton has a song called Cocaine,
Cocaine, yeah.
which wasn't his originally either. He covered it, but I mean, you got to think of all these songs are about cocaine.
Yeah.
I
In the
mean, I don't
70s with
know.
like the disco
Who
era and all
just
that shit,
fucking
it was like,
exactly.
yeah,
Dude,
but
everyone was doing coke back then. But yeah, but I heard
I
anyway. I heard Ozzy just had the plug, dude.
oh dude, and what sucked is like I didn't take the extra 10 minutes to look it up on the Alamo what wall he pissed on,
Oh, dude,
so
I
I can
know.
go and take a picture.
I know. I would have wanted to do the same thing.
Yeah, like if
That
there's
needs
like
to happen.
if there's like a plaque or something that says Ozzy pissed here,
Like they got
like
like
this is,
like his piss mark they made.
or like yeah, this is the Aussie wall.
He
Oh my god,
preserved
that's
it.
just like, yeah, that's just like it.
But you know what
I'm
made me
as a
laugh is like
metalhead.
I bet you when it first happened, right? The
Yeah,
nation and the media, because this was the 80s still, was
right,
so up
right.
in arms, like, oh my God, so disrespectful. And then I wonder how many Texans were like, you know how many times I got fucked up and pissed on that motherfucking wall?
Yeah, exactly. Like I piss on that wall all the time. God damn
Dude,
it.
like no one treats their city worse than the people that live in it.
No,
I don't
and
ever want to hear, you know what I mean? When people are like, don't come
yeah,
to our city and oh, shut up.
no, come on, man, come on.
Texas,
I done that.
like Texas has probably done more against itself than, than anyone else. So
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
tough,
But
thick skinned state.
yeah, but
But
Texas is cool. San Antonio. If you ever have a chance to travel to San Antonio, I liked it. I like it.
yeah, I want to really get out and venture out into Texas. I want to see San Antonio. I want to go to Austin.
Yeah, Austin's
I
cool.
love barbecue, and I know beef barbecue is big
Yeah,
out there. They love their beef in
bro.
Texas,
Oh my
so
god.
get do the
Well,
brisket,
I
beef
mean, the only
ribs.
reason I know so much about Texas is because my ex was from Texas.
All your
So,
exes live in Texas. Have you heard that song?
that's what my heart's in Tennessee.
Yep, there you go.
But yeah, her family was from Texas, so we used to go all the time, and we went to this all you can eat barbecue spot right outside San Antonio maybe like 10 minutes before Austin. Because Austin and San Antonio, they're only like an hour away.
Oh, okay.
And we went to like an all you can eat barbecue spot, and it was bring your own beer also, which like
Ooh,
that the concept of bring your own beer at a restaurant is just like fucking mind blowing as a
kind of like when the
Californian.
fancy places let you bring your own wine.
Yeah, no, it's fucking mind blowing. Like, so we went. She was like, "Oh yeah, I heard this place is really good. I heard this place is really good." We went. It was delicious. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I ate so much fucking brisket and shit. Took some back home to the Momo. Um, but I remember like I didn't realize until later that it was featured like on Food Network, like on the
Oh, Guy
Fieri show.
Fieri,
Yeah, the
Diners,
diners.
Drive-Ins.
Yeah, it came out on that. So it was really cool. So but yeah, like Texas is really good with barbecue, so highly recommend it.
Yeah.
The Mexican food though sucks. I'll tell you one thing.
Okay, so I know
Yeah.
that's because we're different. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to stick up for it, but I don't like calling it Mexican, and the Mexicans they'll get mad at me. But it's Tex-Mex, and even they call it Tex-Mex.
Yeah, it's not
It's just different.
it's
It's
different.
not
It's
the
not
same.
bad.
Like their
Like, I'm not
tacos aren't the same.
it's not bad. It's not bad. And like I had some really good food. Like El Paso had really good like Mexican food or Tex-Mex food, but you kind of have to because like the border's like right there. So of course, like you have that influence. But El Paso had really good like we went to some place that had really good like Mexican food. Like yeah, it wasn't bad at all. But like I remember like San Antonio, their food kind of sucked. But it still doesn't even get close to like California.
Some guy listening is like, "The hell you say?"
The fuck? Like this is they already stopped a minute. This guy, this motherfucker wants to fucking piss at the Alamo.
Get a rope
Yeah, hang him, hang the Mexican.
and make him do it himself.
He's gonna hang it, and he's gonna hang
Yeah, he's
himself.
gonna dig his own hole and everything.
Trump 2020, god damn it.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
god.
And on that note,
Yeah, let's gonna
healthy
continue.
living. No, I'm kidding. So, no,
No,
the
true,
theme of
true.
this week is healthy lifestyles to help you get through your depression. It's not just going to a therapist, guys. It's not
Mm-mm.
just paying per hour. It's not just paying per minute. Some of you got maybe an OnlyFans addiction. Maybe there's a girl you need to just see. Anyway, she's not going to fix
Yeah,
all your problems. And when that bank account runs dry, then what?
yeah,
So these are solutions that aren't going to hurt your wallet. It's obviously something that's going to be a little more natural, something that's going to be you're building you're building up a program within your mind and like a regiment. Like from what I've been reading, not by what I've been doing, because as you can tell, my Adonis physique is somewhat slacking at the moment.
yeah. This is basically what we know, not by experience, as you can tell.
Do as we say, not as we do. Okay. And
Exactly.
no, but we're just going to touch on a few things that we thought was interesting. A lot of this is us
Mhm.
talking out loud for ourselves to educate one another, if not just keep, get ourselves motivated and build these habits right now, because the more you talk about it, the more you do it, then you start actually living it, and then you start shedding those love handles. And sometimes I could, I kind of like my love handles,
Yeah,
because sometimes
yeah,
I just need to know that I can be held.
yeah,
And if I'm fit, she's gonna slide right off me.
yeah.
So I need something to kind of hold her down, but she needs to grab onto something. You know, these
Yeah, man.
hips don't lie.
No, we big boys, if you
Yeah,
will. Some are bigger than others.
more to
I think.
love,
Yeah,
and no
I
one, no
think there's
one,
a Morrissey song also or a Smith song. Some girls are bigger than others, but besides, but no, we
more power to them.
I think as we get older, I mean, obviously when we were fucking in our teens and then in our 20s, we didn't give a
No,
shit.
no, no, no.
Oh yeah, fucking the worst or like the most craziest combo was even better. But now that we're older, we really feel it, dude. Like I don't know about you, but if I eat like shit for like a couple of days, I fucking feel it for like I feel
Another
it for
day or
days.
two. Yeah,
My stomach feels it for days. Now I gotta go take the probiotics and all
yeah.
this fucking fiber shit in it.
Go in a sauna and sweat.
Yeah, dude. So you definitely feel it, but yeah, it's not. I mean, I've been big all my life. You know, I have a fucking belly, love handles, everything. I got the chi-chis going on and everything. But
You know what though,
uh,
dude?
hey, but you know
They're
what?
nice.
Thank you,
As
dude.
long as
And
you as long as you wear it well
yeah, you know, and just own it, bro. Like
and you're
all my
proportioned.
life, yeah, all my life, I always thought like, oh, no one ever wants to be with me because my body. Like, oh, if I was this, you know, you have your
Yeah.
self esteem and your body issues, but then you get to a certain age, or you actually find somebody who's like, dude, you're fucking sexy as fuck. Yeah, I know you were. Yeah, I know you go and get the husky size, and like, and that's fucking fine. I love that shit, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, once you meet those people who are just like honest and shit, they're like, all right, then you start feeling comfortable about yourself, and then you're like, yeah, I'm fat. This party, so what? Get over it. This you go to the fucking gym 4 hours a day, every other day or every day. I'm gonna be watching TV for 4 hours with a beer.
And you know what, dude? That's your prerogative.
Yeah,
It's your
yeah.
prerogative. But also, dude, what if you died tomorrow? Like, not to be sad, but like,
No,
would
but
you
it's
rather have been the
awesome.
guy that worked out for 4 hours and been sad that you worked out for 4 hours? And you watched your motherfucking 4 hours of TV and you were happy about it, weren't you?
Yeah, and I mean, I
That's
always
part
say
of
this to
life.
everybody. I
Being
always
happy,
tell this to
dude.
everybody, like, do whatever makes you happy, bro.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting yourself or others, do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. And even
It'll
then
be
weigh it. See,
yeah.
if it outweighs, no, I'm kidding. You shouldn't, but
But you know what, dude? It's all about um portions. It's all about portions and it's all about
yeah,
balance. Uh, uh,
exactly.
and at the end, as you get older, you realize like, yeah, I can do this, but I know I also have to do this. There's it's all, it's all in it's all about keeping a healthy balance and a
We got
good
high
portion.
mileage machines now.
Yeah,
So we got to kind of watch, make sure the oil's getting changed regularly,
yeah,
making
yeah.
sure the tires are good every time we get out of the house.
You gotta rotate the
We're
tires every now and
we're not
then.
that, we're not that new car where we just peel out, driving
No,
like an asshole all the
the
time.
smell is long and gone. Now it smells like
Just put some
depression and
91 in
sweat.
there, bro. You'd be good. But now we're
Yeah.
like, now we're rolling the 87 and we're just doing the oil changes. We're all right.
Yep. Nope. We
No, that's definitely how it is, man.
yeah. I'm like, oh, you gotta like I don't know about you, dude, but I'm becoming so like a dad now where like this past couple of weekdays because it's been hot, like I full on have the fucking windshield fucking sunblock thing. Cause I'm like, oh, I don't want my dashboard to get all fucked up because of the sun. So,
Well, I mean,
just
it's
take
not
care of the
even
car.
it'll also keep your car cooler.
True. It did
'Cause your
keep my car
steering
super
wheel and
cool
your
too.
dash is gonna be fucking 140 degrees.
Yeah.
'Cause it's always gonna be hotter than what it is outside.
Yeah,
You're
because
basically
of
gonna just
UV.
go into an oven, dude.
Yeah. And yeah, surprisingly, it wasn't so bad this morning or this afternoon when I had to go drive. Like I left my chingadera on and it wasn't so bad. It was like, yeah, I rolled down the window, put the AC, drive for about 2 or 3 blocks with the AC on and then when the windows down and then, roll them up and you're good.
Yeah,
But
just get the hot air out. Yeah.
yep, yep.
Well, but I mean, to speaking of hot air, no, but we're just gonna dabble over a few things that we thought
Hmm.
was interesting on some stuff we looked up this week. Just gonna jump into it here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, diet wise here, neither of us are really like sticklers on a diet, at least that I know of. I know I'm not.
Mm-mm.
I'm going in the route of wanting to. I'm seriously getting back into it because I haven't been feeling good. I stopped exercising, which is what we're gonna get into. That actually is part of it too. Um, so let's kind of jump in with diet wise. Um, certain things are really good for you, like omega 3s and omega 6s. What is that? If someone asked me, I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
tell you. So I'm going to give you
No.
some examples because there are two types of healthy fatty acids
Hmm.
um, found in fish, nuts, fresh fruits, and olive oil. So that's not really hard stuff to get a hold of,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much, I mean, it's nothing that's going to like break the bank. We're not saying go out and buy some like I don't know,
fucking
quinoa
salmon and
extract oil
yeah.
or some weird crap, right? So
No, you can go down to like the store, get yourself like a nice bottle of extra virgin olive oil for like under $10.
yeah, I mean, you can even get that shit at the dollar store now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
And
don't know
then
if I'd recommend it, but if you're on a budget, try it.
yeah,
That's
fish. I
good.
mean, I wouldn't get fish from the dollar store, but I
Oh,
mean, you can definitely. There's some expensive fish like salmon
yeah, you
and
probably
all
want to
that stuff.
go for the lower mercury levels, even though I still eat tuna. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
dude, tuna is freaking delicious.
I
Tuna
don't
and
care.
like tilapia is like my favorite.
Yeah, dude, and tunas are really big fish. So they eat other
Yeah,
big fish, and that's why their mercury is high. That's
yeah,
a good
that's
little
true.
lesson that no one asked for. And then it says complex carbohydrates. Let's why label it like that? I read
Yeah,
this list and I'm all, how is this complex? There's plenty of reasons. Some dietitian and nutritionist is listening to this, rolling their eyes.
yeah,
We're
like
not nutritionists.
we
This is
don't.
just
We're just
our
simpleton
layman's
people.
version
Yeah,
to hopefully get us some clicks. Okay.
yeah. to get,
You haven't
we're just
noticed this is a
clickbaiting now.
filler week. We're just kind of
Yeah.
filling time here. No. So this complex carbohydrates is whole grains, legumes, which is like peanuts and cashews,
Okay.
vegetables, which is funny. They didn't elaborate what legumes were, but they elaborated on vegetables, and they
Because
said
we don't
such
know what
as
the fuck that
spinach and
is.
broccoli. I didn't know
Oh,
they
we
were. I
didn't.
didn't know they were vegetables.
Oh, those are vegetables. Oh,
And fruits such as oranges and pears. No, but they're probably
wow.
telling you which fruits are like good.
Yeah, because I think there's like healthy fruits and there's like unhealthy fruits also.
And you know what? I don't buy that. I think what there is I think there's some fruits that are just high in sugar, and right now
Yeah.
everyone's on this sugar's evil thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sure refined sugar's evil, but I don't think fucking sugar and fruit is evil unless you're like a diabetic, and you do have to watch your levels. But
Yeah.
most people, fruit is probably better than half the shit you're eating.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that one's a tough one for me to understand sometimes.
like, I don't think your body will hate you if you ate 2 bananas rather than a
Right.
fucking king size bag of M&Ms.
Like your blood sugar might spike,
Yeah.
but if you're active, which is kind of leading back into the next part, which is
Yeah.
exercise, like you said, proportions, right?
Yeah.
Balance. So you don't need to do a miracle diet. You don't need to juice. I think doing everything in moderation.
Yeah.
I think juicing's cool. I don't know if it's the end all be all. I think you supplement, right? I like
Yeah.
taking pieces of things and making it my own. Like if I had to pick a diet that I would want to do tomorrow, like if we just had to pick a diet, um, I'd have to pick something that's somewhat realistic for my lifestyle and for something for me that I wouldn't just have to cold turkey start doing this, right?
Yeah.
So paleo is the only thing that really kind of rings through for me for how I am and for how I can just get myself onto something. Maybe it'll evolve into something a little more strict and refined, but for now, paleo just seems to make the most sense. It's a very balanced system. It's basically you're just eating fruits, vegetables, and meats.
Mm-hmm.
You're really limiting your carbs, which I like that because it's limiting. It's not completely eliminating because there
Mm-hmm.
is, like it's said in the article, there is use for carbs. Carbs are energy. It gets it's fuel. It turns to energy if we're exercising and active. That's key though, guys. We need to be active. We can't just be eating good and sitting around
No, because
watching Mulan. Okay?
no, paying $30 to watch Mulan. No, you have to do something with it. Like you're gonna get all this good energy. You have to, granted, I feel like if you're working and if you're working at a physical demanding workplace, like you're
Mm,
not just sitting like in an office all day. If you're
right.
actually like walking around carrying stuff and being active, like yeah, just keeping your job and eating healthy, like I'm pretty sure that's more than enough. You probably burn so many calories, but
That's
like
actually a really good point.
yeah, but like I wouldn't say in my case, because prior to this school year, um I didn't like just sitting down in my classroom. I was constantly like moving around, making
Right.
sure students, and then I also taught PE. So like I'm not just like, all right, do sit-ups. I'm gonna also I have because the kids will fucking call you out and they're like, fuck you, you do it too, Mr. B. So
Yeah.
like if I tell these kids like, all right, we're gonna jog for a mile, like I'll also jog with them and shit. So, the keyword is jog, not run, just jog.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the key word.
Yeah. But yeah, like I can imagine like if you're working like in an office job or even like nowadays, like since everybody's like remote working, myself included, like you have to remind yourself to be active because like yeah, if
Yeah.
I can eat as healthy as I want, but if all I'm doing is just walking to my kitchen, making myself a shake and then coming back and sitting down for 2 or 3 hours, it's not gonna be healthy. I still have
No.
to do
And
some
you're
sort of
gonna
physical
start getting that,
activity.
not exercising definitely helps give you that isolation and that, um, that confinement, almost like, I wanna say claustrophobia, like
Yeah.
walls are closing in type shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's kind of like what me and Steph were doing, and I want to say doing because she's doing it still. I stopped. As soon
Yeah.
as I went back to work, um, I just I was getting busier and I got lazy, and
Yeah.
I miss my late night workouts because I was doing a prison workout for like a month, and I was getting in good shape. Like I actually was noticing, you know, results, and I felt good. I was sleeping better. It just I wasn't like dealing with bullshit.
Mhm.
And like your stress, your mood, obviously, because when you start seeing results, it takes like a month to 6 weeks, but it helps your self-esteem.
Right.
But it's just keeping your mind healthy and keeping your body healthy are probably the two
Yeah.
most important things for us now, is that especially now that we're adults, like we got to be healthy for our families. It's not just
Mhm.
just being healthy for ourselves, it's being healthy for our loved ones. If we want our parents, or our other loved ones to live a healthy lifestyle selflessly, then we need to follow those rules as well. That doesn't mean we can't do our little treats every once in a while.
No, absolutely not. But just don't let those
Just
little treats kind of be every
right.
day.
Well, and that's the thing. Then they're no longer treats. So keep them
No.
treats, because it's something you look forward to doing or indulging in. And if it's every day, it's losing its value, and then you're just going to become Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball.
Oh, when he's like,
Got
yeah,
a
I
bucket of
know.
chicken
What
what
the
did he
fuck
say?
was his
Fuck you, Chuck
name?
Norris.
Oh, what's his name?
I forgot his name too. I remember his name in
Yeah.
Heavyweights, and he was basically the same character.
Yeah, it's the same character. Heavyweights. It's freaking Tony
Tony Perkins.
Perkins. Oh, fucking great movie.
Amazing movie.
Yeah, no, but I know what you're talking about. I always thought it was funny how they walk into him making love to a pizza because
Oh
he
yeah, he's
can't eat
fucking
it.
pizza.
He's fucking yeah. That's
'Cause he
freaking
can't eat it.
genius. No,
He's got to absorb it somehow. He's got to absorb its power somehow. See, that's
what's
relatable to me.
yeah,
I could
fucking a
fuck a
pizza.
pizza.
No, but I think it's very like it is all about proportions and it's and I think this is the really hard part. It's actually like having a self-control.
Yeah.
Having a self-control from like when like I've noticed this, I gotten better with it, but like I remember going to like 7-Eleven and being like, man, I just want something to drink. So what I do, I went with the fucking double big gulp of like Dr. Pepper, 32 ounces of
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper's a
Pepper.
good one late at night, though.
Yeah, oh dude, so
That's a
good.
guilty pleasure of mine.
It is. But like, yeah, a 12 ounce, maybe an 8 ounce, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. A double big.
Yeah, double big, 32 ounces of Dr. Pepper. And it's not just 32 ounce because
You're
you fill
feeling
it
it.
up, you take a nice big fucking slip on it, and then you refill it again. Um,
You feel like Gilbert Grape's mom
yeah, like you're freaking pounding a freaking
breaking
six pack.
floorboards.
Yeah, and you're like with this big ass, and like, whoa, I can't just have this. I need to have some chips also, and you
I
don't get
mean,
this. You get the big one, so it's all like, yeah,
no one likes a
you,
quitter.
no, no one does. Um, depending on you're quitting though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like now, like I see that and I'm like, there's no fucking need for that. Like
No.
even the 20-ounce ones, like the 20-ounce sodas, I'm like, oh, there's no need for that
It's
now.
almost
So
funny
yeah,
because it
it's,
was almost getting to the point where it was a norm.
yeah,
And even with fast food places, remember the larges were extra large, and then and the mediums are
s-
the old larges. And anyway,
yeah,
like I'm kind of happy as a society we got to a point where we called it out for being as ridiculous as it's gotten.
yeah,
Because I feel like when we were children, it was getting bad, and we were learning that it was just fine. Like it didn't
yeah,
seem like problematic. We just thought, oh, cool, we can just get a giant drink. Like we didn't. I don't know, my
yeah.
parents were giving me lessons on and not to drink this stuff. Not that they should have. I'm not blaming them, but that's just the way things were. We were just, we were indulging,
Yeah,
and
and we were brought up because we're kids from the 80s. We
right.
were born uh during the Cold War, and we were still children until like, mid 90s. There was still like this whole
We like born in the '80s,
capitalism.
grew up in the '90s.
Yeah, and so it was, and we were definitely thought with this 80 mentality that the bigger's better.
Yeah,
Bigger is always better. Like, oh, you need to have the biggest car, or more expensive is better. And then like, oh, the biggest size
I mean, we're
TV.
still on that because
We
see
we
now
still
it's
are.
see in
Yeah.
the '80s and '90s it was big tits. Everyone
Yeah.
wanted big tits. Now it's no one cares about tits. Now it's big butts.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to
For
have a
mix
big
a lot.
ass.
Yeah, it's for mix a lot. Really, we
Even
can
that
feel
was in the
that.
'80s, dude. Only
No,
black
yeah.
dudes and like Latino men were like hip to that, right? The
Yeah.
white guys were still on the top heavy women. It just wasn't quite a market for everyone yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like everyone's into the thick girls, thick thighs
Yeah.
save lives. I mean, it's just this is where we are now. And you know what? I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy
I'm okay
because
with
I'm
that.
one of those ingrates that is a fan of the big-legged women, man. I got to say.
Hey, I'm a big man, so I want I want women to be big too.
And I'm not hating on the skinny girls, but I got to say
No.
this. I was thinking about it today too. I'm just a fan of big legs. I
Hmm.
don't like skinny legs.
Mm.
And maybe it's just, I think what it is it's a primal thing. Like, I think all as men, we have our interest, something that it's like a survival thing. Like, right, we're all attracted to what we believe will help us get a mate to produce and survive, right? Some
Right.
carnal
Right.
shit that we all have, women and men alike. Women are attracted to certain bonehead jock type dudes because
Mm-hmm.
they can throw a fucking club around and beat up a saber-tooth tiger so they can eat that night. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy, but just get to know me. Maybe I can help you with your taxes. But no, but we all have our flavor. We all have what we like that speaks to us. And I just randomly was thinking about that, but I'm kind of happy socially. Not that we're more acceptable of people's imperfections. I think now we're just realizing that they weren't an imperfection. It was just the way we were viewing things.
Yeah.
There are people that are unhealthy, but then there are also some people that aren't necessarily super skinny that are healthy.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
don't all have to look skinny. We don't all have to, in order to feel good, be skinny. I think, like you just said, like you're not going to be like super skinny, and that doesn't mean you're not healthy.
No.
Your body type is different. Our
And
everyone's different. So
I think it's all about like accepting your body for what it is,
yeah,
naturally. I mean, granted, if going and getting like lipo is going to make you feel more comfortable about yourself, by all means, go
yeah,
for it. Or like enhancing your breasts, or enhancing your butt or something, or like fix your nose. If you feel like that's gonna make your self esteem, make you feel better and stuff, absolutely, I'm not gonna knock on that. Um, but I think at the end of the day, it's like you have to do it for yourself rather than like you know to get the certain attention from somebody, or doing
yeah,
this because, or if not. And I think once, I know not everybody can afford that kind of like enhancements or something, or surgeries or procedures, But I think if you're perfectly happy with the body that you have, and you know, if you're taking care of it via, you know, doing exercises, eating healthy, or monitoring what you're eating, or being more conscious about what you're eating, that's perfectly fine. And I think there's nothing more attractive than people who are like that. You
Yeah,
know,
comfortable
just
in their own skin.
yeah, exactly. They're like, yeah, yeah, my belly hangs a little bit. So what? Like,
Yeah.
or and not just and this is funny because we only like pick on the big girls or big people because like that's the flaw. But no, what if like you're right? What if like let's flip the script? What if the skinny people are the ones who are like, you know, they're the ones with the
I mean, it
flaws?
goes both ways, right? So
Yeah.
you got some fat people like in my 600-pound life that need a crane or a bobcat to get to the living room.
Yeah.
And then you got the skinny people that look like they came out of a methadone clinic. So I mean,
Yeah.
body image is something that is so subjective.
Mhm.
Like like we all kind of know what healthy looks like.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of tell, you know, me and you, we're not obese, right?
Mhm.
Maybe we both know we have some things we want to work on, but we see ourselves
Absolutely.
every day. We know what we look like naked. We are our worst critic because we see ourselves all the
Yeah.
time more than anybody. So I
Yeah.
get that. But I think sometimes what we need to do is just be a little responsible.
Mhm.
But that's the hard part is accountability. When it's
Yeah.
when it's you and yourself, I think a lot of people have trouble being accountable. And when I say that, I'm speaking for myself because if I do something with someone else, like this podcast, you know, this is keeping me in check. When I'm doing it by myself, it's a lot easier to be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do
I'm
it
gonna
tonight.
push. Yeah, exactly.
And we've rescheduled. We've had our days, dude, where both one of us is exhausted and the other one, you know, same vice versa.
Yeah.
But either way, we find we reschedule.
Yeah,
I feel
and we keep ourselves accountable to that.
right.
It's not like, oh yeah, we'll reschedule later and then never
No,
bring
we
it up.
say,
We're
yeah,
like,
okay, let's aim for this. Exactly. Like there's a
yeah.
game plan. It's not just, yeah, we'll do it later. Don't worry about it. Cause that's the step one of it never happening again.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like taking a break off of the gym, you know, like the hardest part is getting in the car, getting in the car, getting ready to go to the gym, right? Everyone says
Yeah.
that. And even when I used to go to a gym years ago, that was the hardest part. Once you're there, you're like, all right, I'm ready to work.
Yeah, once you're there, you're like, well shit, I'm here, might as
I'm
well.
here. Right. So
Yeah.
that's typically what it is just kicking your ass to just make that first step right out the door.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, we're talking about diet and we're talking about exercise, but maybe what we can talk about is, you know, what gets you going in the morning, like because that's what we need to work on is keeping ourselves accountable and wanting to do something and get our foot out the door, because
Yeah.
I struggle with this sometimes. I'll wake up and I'll want to call in from work.
Oh, absolutely. And for me it's even more difficult. I was telling this to my students on um Thursday, I believe it was, because we're doing I led my first digital PE lesson
Oh, that's
on
got to be fun.
oh, it was so awkward with the Zoom, but whatever. It is what it is. And a lot of students were like, "Oh, I think the difficult part is just like getting out, you know, from your chair." And I'm like, "Dude, I feel you. Like my bed is like right there. Like
Yeah.
my office is also my bedroom. Like trust me, there's days where like I put my alarm for a certain time and then like I can easily, and it's usually like a little bit over an hour before my first class starts. I
Right.
can easily put that alarm 10 minutes before my class starts and just jump in. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to, you know, I want to make myself accountable. I
Mhm.
want to like get up, do my routine, drink my coffee, get ready. So when it's time to go for my first class, I'm not just like, half dead, half
Hey guys,
asleep.
let's just get through this.
Yeah, like, all right, guys, let's take the next 5 minutes to, I don't know, fucking read something or
That's cool
like
of
go
you,
watch YouTube or
man.
something. And I think that's like what drives me to do that every morning is just the fact that I don't want to slack off. I don't want to like pick up bad habits on the third week of school,
Mhm.
because if I'm already picking up these bad habits, third week of school, how's it going to look like on the, on the 30th week, you know,
Yeah.
how's it going to look like, 3 months from now? So that's what really like pushes me to like, no, dude, you gotta, it sucks, but you gotta put in the work. If you want good product, you gotta put in the work. And it kind of ties in with the theme of this, like, of this episode. Like, if you want to have a clean state, a clean mind, you have to put in the work, dude. You have to be aware of what you're eating, what junk you're putting into your body. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm a fucking saint and I eat fucking healthy. No. Like yesterday I ate a shitload of popcorn, flavor popcorn, because this is just the way I am. But like you have to be self-conscious of like, all right, if I'm eating nothing but like McDoubles every fucking day,
Right.
with French fries, and like that cannot be healthy. Like, yeah, it's
No.
a day or two, you're fine.
You're
But after
also
a
not
week
gonna
of
feel good, like
no, no. And we kind of joked about it earlier in this episode, but no, it's true, dude. Like, I start eating unhealthy, my body feels it. Like, I will not be able to go to the bathroom. I'll be gassy all the time.
yeah.
Like, I, it, dude. Like, your piss is not even like you're like,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
this like
Yeah.
highlighter is like, and it might get gross and it might be TMI, but this is real. Like, dude, when you're not eating healthy and your body tells you, and what your body's releasing, for lack of better words, like that's just a reflection. So if you're putting
Yeah.
all of that and you're expecting your mind to still be, clear, like, again, once in a while as a treat is perfectly fine. But if you
Right.
do it so often where it's not even a treat no more, then it's when you have to be more conscious about it and really like take a step back and be like, all right, maybe the reason I feel so fucking tired every day is because I'm putting all this fucking processed food into my system. Maybe the
Exactly.
reason my fucking head hurts is because I've been drinking nothing but freaking Coca-Colas and Dr. Peppers all day
Mhm.
rather than drinking some fucking water.
Right.
And it goes, dude. And yeah, you can't. It's all a cycle. It's all connected. Like, yeah, you can eat healthy. You you eat healthy, you exercise, and exercising, like you were saying, going to the gym, fucking ultimate warrior style. I'm more of a, let me go walk for like 2 or 3 miles around the block
Walking's
and
good too.
I love
Walking's
walking,
actually
dude.
really good because it's low impact on the joints and it's keeping your cardio at a stagnant, healthy
Yeah,
level. It's good for your heart. A lot of people burn out and run and they hurt
yeah,
themselves or they'll run inconsistently to the point where you're really not conditioning your body. You're just kind of overworking yourself.
yeah,
So no, it's not, that's good, man, because that's the thing, man. You got to find a balance with yourself too. And
yeah, absolutely.
I feel like what you were saying about, with fast food, it's like, if you take a break, if you let's just take, say you have fast food like a few times a week.
Mm-hmm.
If you knock it out for a week and then you go back and you have it once, you're gonna realize how salty and and
Yeah,
sometimes you might like that. You're just gonna realize how much more, how much excess it is in your life, and you're like, oh wow, okay,
yeah,
this is a lot. I don't need this. And
yeah.
then another thing, we're getting older, guys. So sodium is not only
Oh,
does it give you heartburn, but it gives you kidney and gallstones, and
yeah.
no one wants that.
No, it's hard
So
times.
we have a tendency as Americans, all our freezer food is high sodium because it's preservatives. So it's in order for it to stay preserved, they put so much damn salt in the freezer food. That's why it's not good for you. And I
Yeah,
don't know if you ever noticed this, but those El Monterey burritos are delicious. But if
yeah,
you spend your dinner eating one of the three of them or something, you don't feel
yeah.
that good afterwards, bro.
It's funny, dude. There was a week, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, or the whole week, I was eating Hot Pockets for lunch.
Uh-huh.
And at first, like first 2, 3 lunches, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, Hot Pockets. Oh,
Yeah.
not bad.
Okay.
It's healthy, it's nice and small, and it gets me full.
Right, right,
But I
right.
remember like by Friday, I was like, I'm fucking over this. And then on Monday, just the thought of eating a Hot Pocket again, I was like,
I don't want to
nah,
eat
I'm
that shit
good.
again.
I'm like, you know what? Let me make myself a fucking tuna salad instead
dude.
or something.
And you know what? And you probably felt way better eating that.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing too. Is like that's the cool thing about Mexican culture is a lot of the stuff they use is fresh. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, say you know, like sometimes what I do is I'll make a little like it's not Mexican, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll get some tuna, and it's almost like a ceviche. I call it my
Yeah.
port. I pour it. I call it Ghetto Man ceviche.
Okay.
So what I do is I just take a canned tuna, drain it, whatever, pour it in there. I'll dice up some avocado. I'll dice up some
Mm.
tomato, some red onion, throw it in
Yeah.
there. Put a little bit of mayonnaise. I don't know how. I know not everyone's crazy, but I'm white. I love my best foods mayonnaise, so I'll throw a little in there. But then I
Yeah.
gotta fucking throw some chili in there, dude. And you mix all that
Yeah.
up.
Bro,
Woo!
that's
That is a
that's pretty
take that with some tortilla chips.
you just pretty much hit my fucking that's my recipe for my tuna. Minus minus the mayonnaise because
See,
I
I knew
just
it, but I got to throw my little white boy twist in
but
it.
you know, it's not my dad, my mom, they love mayonnaise. But it's just
You don't want to
me
use a
and my
lot though.
siblings. No, my dad fucking goes ape shit on it.
No, I
Like
know,
he
but
yeah.
I understand why people hate it. Because if you go
Yeah.
overboard, everything tastes just like mayonnaise.
So much yeah. And so with me like in a hamburger, yeah, on a certain sandwich or something, like I'll get like a club sandwich or something, a chicken club,
Yeah,
and I'll
fuck
be
yeah.
like, a light mayo, please,
Hmm.
because I don't want it to overdo it. But like my siblings and I were like, we hate mayonnaise, dude. Like
Yeah. Well, see, when I grew up,
Juan
I'm
fucking
used to it.
hates it, dude.
I grew up and I'm used to it. I used to get so much shit. I used to get teased for it back. Oh, you like mayonnaise? That's so fucking gross. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm white. Get over it.
it was probably
But
me doing the teasing also.
but then when I got older, I was surprised because I met some Mexican dudes that were cool with mayonnaise,
Yeah.
but they were cool with mayonnaise because they were locked up. And when you're locked
Okay.
up, all the
Yeah.
food is dry, bland, and tastes like shit. And they were telling me the only way it tastes better
It's
is by
because of
adding
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And he's all, man, and I'm all, but I don't know any Mexican people. Like most of my Mexican friends, everyone's just like, I don't like mayonnaise, and like
Yeah.
that's just gross. And then all the fools I met when I was in my 20s were like, oh no, mayonnaise is cool. And it was all because they
Yeah.
were locked up.
Here's my thing.
Like, can't you
Like
just like mayonnaise? Do you have to
like
go to
with
jail to
me,
like mayonnaise?
it was funny because yeah, we do mayonnaise, but now think about it, this is so Mexican. We just don't get the normal, original mayo.
With the
It has to be
mayonesa.
like yeah, it has to be like mayonesa with limon or like
God,
avocado
mayonnaise, I
mayonnaise or
fuck
something.
with
It has
that.
to be like a flavor thing to like
How is
guide it.
lemon? That sounds weird to me. Mayonnaise
It
with a little lime.
bro, but you put that in your freaking next time you make your tuna salad,
Well, in
dude.
that, okay, in that
Yeah,
aspect, it makes
yeah,
sense. But I don't
yeah.
know about a sandwich, bro, with a little lime on there. But I get it.
To each his own.
That's the
But like
culture.
that's what I do, and I put like to my tuna salad. It has to be super light mayo because like
Yeah,
it cannot be just enough to like okay, it's there,
yeah.
but not enough to like
Shouldn't be like a
overpower it.
swimming. No, I'm with you. I'm the same way. It
Yeah,
still needs to be chunky. It shouldn't be creamy.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
if I freaking get a scoop and there's like
yeah, yeah.
water draining, that's fucking that's I'm
No,
done.
no, no, no. I'm
I'm
with you,
walking
bro.
out.
It has to be done in moderation, dude. And
Yeah,
and how I learned my moderation was working in a kitchen because um when you're making sandwiches, you use
yeah,
mayonnaise. And dude, when I was a kid, I didn't care. I put hella mayonnaise. That's gross,
yeah.
dude. But then I learned to just do it the right way. And it's just like if you do anything respectably and in balance, you can kind of appreciate it a little more.
Yeah.
And
You realize why
or you
what's
just
the
don't like
purpose
it.
of it
But
there.
that's always kind of the way I look at it is like sometimes
Hmm.
if I don't like something, I'd be like, maybe I just haven't had it the correct way.
Yeah, that's a good way to
Or
think about
maybe I'm
it.
just not doing it right. But 9 times out of 10, if you typically don't like something, it's probably just because you don't
You
like it.
just don't like it. Yeah. Huh.
That's funny, dude. Like, I'm glad. I'm kind of glad I'm glad you're one of the ones that doesn't like mayonnaise still, man. That means you still
Keep
you
it
don't have a
real.
rap sheet.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
I there's
I gotta
like
do a study on that. I want to do a study and
that's your
find out
fucking
how many
thesis statement right
Latinos with
there.
no rap sheets like mayonnaise.
the keyword was without the rap sheet,
Oh yeah,
without a fucking
exactly.
PO.
So don't worry, I'm not sending this to Trump. This is just for my own sick pleasure. I just want to know.
Oh shit,
I think
dude, that's
I might
funny.
have to try it. I'm kind of convinced
Now,
I got
now I'm
something going
interested on
here.
that.
I'm
Yeah, that's
interested
now I'm
too.
interested on
I
that.
might have to put
No,
a little
but
fake poll out there and just report back in 3 weeks or something.
you know what's funny though, dude? Like, I almost obviously I'm not picking a picky either, but there's certain things where I'm just like, if it doesn't have to be there, like I won't do it. But
What is it?
there's three things that
Uh-huh.
I will not fucking touch if it
Right.
has it. Number one is mayonnaise. You
Okay.
know, I just number two, hard boiled eggs. I fucking hate hard boiled eggs, man. And I know people fucking eat it for lunch. They fucking peel and put fucking salt. And I'm just like,
I'll
you're
fuck
fucking
with all of
gross.
it. So
Oh, I
what's number
fucking
three?
anything with vinegar.
Okay, I get that. Is it
Like,
the smell?
yeah, like
Barbecue?
pickles. I fucking hate
Oh, I
pickles.
fucking love pickles.
Like hot wings with the more of a Tabasco type of
Okay,
freaking
I'm with you on that.
yeah. But that's about it. Like anything that has like a strong vinegar
So
kind
you don't
of
like hard-boiled eggs or mayonnaise. You must love deviled eggs, dude.
oh, I fucking hate it, dude. The worst, dude. And I felt so bad. I'm pretty sure this is why one of the reasons why my ex left me. We it was my ex-girlfriend's birthday and her mom made tri-tip.
Mhm.
And then she made well, she didn't make it. I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat it. She bought it. It's not like she fucking listens to
Yeah,
this anyways. She store bought fucking macaroni salad and I think like a potato salad or something.
right.
And so she serves me the fucking big ass plate. And I kind of look down and I look up and I kind of like do like the shit eating grin, like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
you're
my
polite.
my girlfriend leans over, she's like, "Oh, I'll eat it." And then the mom's like, "Why? What's wrong, Danny? What's wrong with my food?" I'm like, "No, nothing. It looks delicious." And then she's like, girlfriend's like, "Danny doesn't like mayo or hard boiled eggs." And she's like, "Oh, so basically you don't like anything in this plate." I'm like, "I'll eat the steak." You know, I'm like, "No, this is fine," but like it was just
You'll
like
eat the
awkward.
steak.
Yeah, I'll eat it still, but like I'm just gonna like fuck around a little bit with the potato salad and maybe a little bit with the macaroni salad. But it was just everything was covered in like in mayo, so I was like,
Yeah, but see, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That's a tough situation because you're in the situation where you gotta like. I respect you because fuck those people that would have been like, "Oh, just eat it." No, 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 dude. Because here's the thing. Yeah, you're in a situation where you're meeting the family, right? What family's
yeah,
gonna want some guy that lies to him and is fake? I'd
no,
rather have a dude tell me this tastes like shit and is honest with me. And I'm like,
like,
okay, cool. Maybe you don't like all the same shit we'd like, but
mm-hmm,
he doesn't need to eat this. Like,
yeah,
I'm not necessarily, and I get it. I'm not necessarily gonna go out of my way to make you something else.
yeah,
But now
and
that she
so,
knows you don't like mayonnaise, maybe next time she won't just fucking buy all the
fu-
shit side dishes that are just fucking mayonnaise. Like,
yeah,
I get it. I'm white, so I get it.
don't buy
Macaroni and
this.
potato salad, they're like staples. But
Yeah,
but
don't.
there's other side dishes too. Like
Yeah, I'm
it's
like,
not like those are the only fucking things you can do.
I'm
It's
like, I'm
probably more
sorry.
like
Like,
you
where's
said,
the
she bought it.
fucking? I'm like, yeah, she bought it,
Not
dude. I'm
even
like,
like
what?
she fucking slaved in the
Made
kitchen
it.
to make it
Yeah, she
for you,
just
bro.
fucking yeah. So and
Get
I was there
over it.
because I was there when we went to the starter by it. So I
Oh,
mean,
dude,
I was
weird.
yeah. So I was probably being like a little yeah. I'm being judgmental now, but
No, no,
like
no, you're
I
not.
I
I
mean
think
I grew up. I'm
yeah.
like to be a food snob or anything, but like I grew up with my mom and all my aunts and stuff. Like they would never buy store made food or anything. Though it was everything was always
Yeah.
because you make your own flavor, you
Tastes
make your own
better,
thing.
it's more
Yeah.
affordable.
And I mean, I don't want to. Again, I'm not knocking if you do this on anybody. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, Danny doesn't. No, fuck that. I buy a lot of pre-made shit already. I was just talking about freaking eating hot pockets, but
Yeah.
like certain things, I'm a little bit of a snob, unfortunately.
I think
But it's
everyone's like that.
but it kind of ties back into the whole fucking topic of this. Like, if it's pre-made, there's preservatives, there's all the
Exactly.
sauce.
You don't know what's in it. They got
You
the
know the
nutrition
quality
label,
of
but you
it.
don't really know
Yeah.
what's in it. And you don't
Yeah,
know if
we're
it was made
like,
by people that wash their hands.
yeah,
There's all kinds of shit you could get into that
like my
I didn't
parent,
know
my
about.
mom makes her own hot sauce. It always. So at once a week, my dad will literally take like the tomatoes and the chilies and whatever, and
Soak them.
not only not soak them, but like grill them. We'll
Oh,
burn up
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
grill, and he grills them. They're nice and roasted. And then my mom would, and then I mean,
Dude,
from
that's
there you
super
just freaking put in
fresh.
a blender. Yeah, from there you put in the fucking blender, a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of like of what's it called, garlic,
Mhm.
grind it, and then it's fresh. I mean, my dad
Dude,
grows all those ingredients, so
yeah.
I know they're fresh, I know they're good, I know what it tastes like.
Nothing's gonna be
um
better than that.
yeah, where like if you go to the store, if you go to fucking like whatever the store, and you buy like a cake, like a pre-made hot sauce or salsa, it's chunky, maybe it's not even hot, or it's like
Yeah.
over salt, or like the worst is when they put fucking cilantro in it and it just tastes like fucking cilantro, the whole thing. It's
Oh,
just like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so again, it's just like, what it is, what you're putting in your body, and you kind of appreciate the labor behind it a little bit more. Not saying I didn't appreciate my ex-mother-in-law, it's just I didn't
I
appreciate that
mean,
she bought the mashed potato,
most
the
people don't
other
even
shit.
appreciate mother-in-laws, so
Period.
X, oh, you throw X in there, it's much more
Yeah,
valuable, but,
yeah.
but no
She was a sweetheart, though. I must say, if she ever listens
she
to
really
this,
was?
which sure, no, she was nice. She kept it real. I
I don't
really,
It's not
I
convincing at all.
no, I will say that I was appreciative of her, that
Ugh.
she was always honest, and she appreciated honesty. She never
Well, she should have
people
went,
should.
yeah, and she was probably happy you didn't eat a potato salad. Well,
Yeah,
it
so
wasn't hers, so.
she appreciated when she's like, when she said that, when I told her that, she's like, oh, okay, well, next time just let me know before I serve you a fucking mountain. I'm like, well, bitch. I'm like, well, next time don't
Oh,
serve me, I'll
next
serve myself.
time, maybe we can go to Lenardi's instead of, Lucky's. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
um yeah, that's like, but other than that, super cool. So whatever, hope they're doing okay
Yeah,
wherever they
and,
are.
hopefully they're doing great.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled eggs and everything. No, but I I think that's, what we, the main key to take away from this whole diet topic really is just
Hmm.
like you said, man. You ate those hot pockets, and what was it? You didn't really feel good. So I
No.
think a goal for all of us right now could just be, eat some food. Don't eat everything, and that's my goal. Is I
Yeah.
see a whole plate, I don't need to eat the whole plate.
No.
So make yourself a plate, eat till you're full. Even if you think you can do more, give it 30 minutes, just wait.
Yeah.
And in 30 minutes, if you drink some water and you're not hungry anymore, guess what? That was your brain telling you wanted more food. You didn't really need it. So I overeat like crazy. So my
Oh,
goal
all
for
the
the next
time.
week is to eat a meal and take two things away from it. To one, not eat, to eat, commit to a portion and stick to it. And then the other thing is to kind of make sure and keep myself accountable with how I feel after the meal.
Hmm.
Like if I feel satisfied, then I did the right thing.
Yeah.
If I feel satisfied, tired, um, mostly tired, then I know I overate.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm not eating the right stuff. You're never gonna feel like way if you eat the right amount and if you eat the right stuff. So
Yeah.
I want to get back to that. I want to feel better. I want to start swinging some weights around at night. You don't have to join a gym. You don't even have to use weights. You can do resistance. Bruce
Yeah.
Lee didn't use weights. I heard he used wet towels and shit. Really, all muscle building and exercise really is exhaustion. So as long as you can take those muscle groups and make them tired and do it in a responsible way with your range of motion and everything, you could do all these workouts at home
Yeah.
and in 20 minutes a day. They say about 20 to 30 minutes a day. It doesn't even need to be the same stuff. Your sleep's going to be better. Your sex is going to be better because pretty much anything active in your life is going to be better because your blood, you got consistent blood flow.
Hmm.
All that stuff's important.
Yeah.
And we're not getting any younger people, so let's be here for ourselves, let's be here for our friends, let's
Yeah.
be here for our families. Let's do
Yeah.
this
For our loved
for
ones. Yeah.
we're doing this for ourselves first, but then we're doing it for our families next. And this is part of this is the very early stages and just scratching the surface on a healthy mind and a healthy body and healthy mind. So, and they go hand in hand. So I think
Yeah.
we touched on a good amount. It kind of gave some guys. Hopefully we gave you guys some perspective on some insight on what we need to do collectively and just kind of on an average scale.
Yeah.
You guys want to go into keto? You want to maybe become vegan? I'm not knocking that stuff right now because I think we
No.
all have our reasons. I
Whatever
mean,
works
I might
for
I
anybody.
might make jokes and comments on other times, but I feel like I said, being the diet is so subjective. If you find something that works for you and it's sustainable for yourself,
Yeah.
then just keep going. And
And
who
if it makes
cares
you,
what other people think?
yeah, and if it at the end of the day, if it makes you feel better and healthier and happier by yourself, fucking do it.
Yeah,
Just do it. Who cares? Like, yeah, I'm gonna make fun of you if you turn vegan or whatever. Like, of course, but at the end of the day, I'm not really knocking it because you're choosing not to eat fucking meat or any dairy products. I'm like, dude, keep on doing because I know it's something I won't be able to do. Like,
right.
our little group were like vegetarians. There was a time in the early 2000s where our little group was like vegetarians.
I remember
Um,
that.
yeah, and it was hard. I went vegetarian for like what 2 years, and then like I started feeding a fucking jumbo jack, and that was that. I was done. I was off the
Yeah,
wagon.
and that's why I'm scared of some of those diets. For me, is just I need something that'll kind of get me in the door.
Mm-hmm.
I like I wouldn't just jump into a CrossFit regimen. I would
No,
lift
no, no,
weights
no,
and do a
no,
little workout maybe for a month or two
no, no,
before I
no, no,
decide to
no.
do something like that. You
Yeah,
gotta ease into commitments. You gotta ease into lifestyle changes because it's not only is it physically going to be hard for your body to adapt, but I think it's really hard for your mind because you have to develop these habits. And if you can't develop these habits, you're not going to
yeah.
consistently do these things. So that's what I'm
A-
forcing myself to do is create good habits.
And you need to know your body's limits also.
Hmm.
You have to be true with yourself and honest with yourself and be like, okay, realistically, I'm gonna go to do this CrossFit on 1 hour fucking
Right.
pushing over a tractor wheel. Am I really gonna go the next day? Am I gonna feel comfortable of going the next
Right.
day or like later on the weeks? So you know your own limits, your own capabilities. So don't sign up for something that you're just gonna don't set up yourself for failure. Take baby steps. And
Right.
at the end of the day, all of this, man, mental wellness, your life, healthy eating, healthy habits, workout, it's all a process. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It takes
Mhm.
time and it takes a while. So don't there's not a magical pill that will make you lose weight or make you happy or anything. It's a long process. It's a lot of trial and errors, but at the end of the day, we're here not to tell you how to do this or do that. It's just like, hey, this is what we heard. This is what we're doing. If it works for you, cool. If not, cool. That's perfectly fine too.
Yeah. No, and that's part of it. It's just like you said, finding something that works for yourself, and then
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily pushing it on other people, but just trying to find, you know, just something attainable. Because the hardest part
Yeah.
sometimes with these goals is just reaching that goal. And if sometimes myself, some people love seeing that giant top of the mountain, but to me, I need to see that marker at the bottom to know, okay, I can get up there.
Mm-hmm.
I need some form of I don't need instant gratification, but I need a little bit.
Yeah.
If I'm not seeing anything before that summit, dude, I'm not gonna climb up to that fucking top of the mountain, dude.
And
I'm just not gonna do it.
it's not that we need it's not that we need like instinct. It's not that we need gratifications or anything, but we just need to reminders to know that we're on the right path.
Hmm.
That's all it is. Like we need little reminders here and there that okay, no, you're on route. Like yeah, your body is not freaking a god's body yet, but
Right.
you're getting there.
Yeah,
You'll get to Brad Pitt level in a
you're
day or
getting
two.
there. You're gonna start grading cheese on your abs pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
Oh
you're gonna.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you
You're gonna
start
start
seeing the
using
little
your abs as
peps.
a charcuterie board.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be walking around without a shirt very proudly in no time. Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was just so like fucking Brad Pitt or Shia LaBeouf or all these freaking sex symbols, I'll
Yeah.
be walking around without a shirt. I'll be doing this podcast without a shirt right now. It
Honestly,
could
if I
be
looked like those guys, I just
uh,
walk around pantsless everywhere.
dog. Oh
I
what?
wear a shirt and shoes and socks, but no underwear, no pants. I just be donging it out
Uh
because,
huh.
dude, no one's complaining about Brad Pitt's dick ever,
No, I
ever.
probably won't do that. I'll do boxer briefs. Uh, just so still give the people something to like to
Give him a tease,
yeah, give them a little
give him the
tease.
outline of what you got going on, but you ain't
I'm not
getting the
gonna
whole
give him the
thing.
whole thing yet, but dude, I'll be
You got to
walking
earn
around
it.
with like super tight shirts, tank tops, no shirts. It can be fucking 25 degrees outside, freezing, snowing. I'm still gonna be out there with a freaking tank top.
No,
And
Danny, you're classy, and that's what I love about you.
oh, thank you, Cooper.
Especially those red glasses. I think that added a nice little class today.
Yo, the I bought them because I know I'm always like, man, I don't want to like draw too much attention to myself,
Mhm.
but like there was a time over the summer where I kept on wearing like black shirts like for fucking a month straight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I want to put some contrast in me.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I figured I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll buy like some bright red glasses. And I looked up online and I saw them like for super cheap. I'm like, well, they're gonna cost like $20. If I like them, cool. If not, it was $20 that it won't
Yeah.
hurt if I lose them. But I actually like them. They're loud, but not super obnoxious loud.
Well, they look good
Thank
and
you.
they make you look cute.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think we're on our way. And the more I read about stuff that makes me feel happy because when last year to kind of tie this all in, but
Yeah.
last year I kind of thought, like, man, what am I missing? Okay, I don't go to therapy. Maybe I just need to go to therapy. But everything I've read literally says like, don't just go to therapy. So
No, it's more.
um I'm kind of happy I'm not just going that route, man. I feel us looking up all these resources, us talking just to each other um,
Mm-hmm.
once a week, knowing that we're going to at least have someone to talk to. Once a week, knowing that we're going to do a little research on the subject matter that pertains to ourselves and to this project itself. I think that's part of the therapy, man.
Yeah.
And like every week I'll do it and I'll say it now, but I'm super grateful and happy that you wanted to do this with me.
Same here,
And
bro.
I think we're gonna keep going. And I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm hearing good things and I think we're gonna start changing, man. I think we got some work to put in, but I'm seeing good things and I'm liking how
Yeah.
it's evolving.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna be like Major Pain. We're just gonna keep on chugging along.
Little engine that could with his eyes blown out.
Chugga, chugga, chugga,
That's
chugga.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
God
yeah.
damn, what was he? Was he transporting ammunition across enemy lines or something?
All I know is at the end he started talking about Charlie everywhere,
My
and
legs. What did he say? He's
it's
I
like
can't feel my
I
legs.
and I looked down and said, "You ain't got no
God,
legs,
no way.
no nubs, kicking like
Oh
this."
yeah, yeah.
He's all.
God,
Then
that's
I
funny.
realized the only way to survive was to blast myself
Oh
through,
yeah.
and then he starts screaming, "Bang!" Oh,
Yeah,
what a
yeah, yeah.
fucking great movie, man!
Yeah, dude.
Major Pain. If you
Which
guys haven't seen
Wayne's
Major
brother
Pain,
is that? Is that Damon?
uh, yeah, he's the one from In Living Color. Well, they're all
Yeah,
in
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Living
No, no,
Color.
no. No,
Yeah,
you're right
Damon.
though. He was the main one.
Yeah,
He
Damon
was
Wayne.
No, I don't know if they were all in Living Color. I think it was just him.
It was a handful because I know the oldest brother like was the main
I think
producer.
Keenan
Then was
Ivory.
Dame.
He's the old
Yeah, Keenan
one.
Ivory, and then there was Damon Wayans, who was like Major Pain, and he went on to do other movies.
And then there's
And then there was
Marlon
Sean Wayans, who
and
was like the
Sean and
DJ.
Marlon Wayans. There we go. Those are
Yeah,
the Wayans brothers that did the Wayans brothers show.
yeah, and they went on
And
to
they're in
do like
scary movie
scary
and shit.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then there were like sisters also in there. So
Oh, and then those are the two dudes from White Chicks.
that's true. Oh, and Don't Be a Menace.
Yep.
Damn, great movies.
Damn,
God
Wayne's
bless
Brothers,
the Wayne
man.
brothers.
What a legacy.
God bless them.
I know, man. They do good
Bless
shit.
that
I'm
family.
happy.
Bless
He,
that
and he had
family.
my wife and kids.
That's true.
He just got nothing but mailbox money. And
Yeah.
gave me a high five. Remember that? The Wayne's Brothers show?
Oh man, that was a great show on the was it WB or something?
Brothers.
And then but man, Major Pain was just like I still fucking watch that every now and then, and I'm like, fucking amazing movie.
I knew exactly. What was his name? Bubba? I knew exactly what you were talking about. It was
Yeah,
funny. We
Bubba.
were just talking about all that like a day
Yeah,
ago with my brother-in-law, and then even with Steph, I talked to her about Major Pain earlier today. That's so funny.
really.
Randomly came up.
Oh, it's a great movie. It's like, yeah, I can quote that movie forever because it's just fucking amazing. But
Hell yeah.
he, you know, what's funny? I literally I was talking this to Juan, my brother. Yeah,
Mhm.
like maybe a day or two ago, and I just, I'm just randomly hanging out, and then I turn to him, I go, killing is my business and business is
Good.
good. And Juan starts laughing. He goes, fuck, dude, how badass was Major Pain? Like, his business is to kill, and right now he's killing it in his business. I'm like, this was a fucking killing machine.
Dude, I
Oh,
know. That movie inspires you to like want to join the army, and then you realize it's probably nothing like that.
nothing like, but maybe join the ROTC
Yeah.
group in my high school.
Gonna
Maybe
do some chin ups
drills and yeah, do some drills.
in the quad, green
Oh,
t-shirt.
great movie.
Wonder how
Great
many of
movie.
those ROTC people went on to do anything military in their lives.
I don't know. My brother was in it and he didn't do anything like that. But
No. Does he still have a collection of the rodeo videos of the guys getting stabbed by the bulls?
dude, you remember that? I'm gonna bring that up to him,
Of course
dude.
I
That was
do.
a fucking great show.
Time I went
That was
over
a
to his
great movie.
house. I went over to your. I think we were hanging out, and I went in your brother's room, and he was just sitting there watching fucking some video DVD he got from Fry's. I think when he worked
Like
there.
20
Some yeah,
deaths at the rodeo or something
yeah.
it was called.
Rodeo
Yeah.
Death 7, and it was
Holy
like
shit, yeah.
I remember that, and I think what's your little brother's name again?
Rosendo? We call him Chato, but
There you go,
Rosendo.
Chato. He was in there.
Yeah.
And we were laughing because we were like, I'm like, Juan, what the fuck are you watching? And
You
I
know,
watched it too. I don't care because that's the thing about me and Juan. Like, I get it because I'm like, I enjoy watching idiots
yeah.
get their well-deserved karma.
And here's the
So
thing, like this is gonna be the last thing before we go. But I remember watching that and we were like we turned into a comedy, and not because we were laughing at people dying, is because we were laughing at like the stupidity of what
yeah,
we're watching.
right,
Like, why the fuck would you ride a bull with no protection and
right.
none of this, and then and then
And that
the
fucking Bulls is
audacity,
getting beat, just bullied, and
yeah, to piss him off. But what pisses me off the most was like there's people who actually record this,
then
pay
sell it
absolutely
after the guy
none to
got
the people
killed.
that, and yeah, and made a movie out of it, made money out of it, and at the very end he goes, "Oh, rest in peace," dedicated to all the bull riders who
That's
lost
how
their
they paid for
lives.
the funeral. They're like, the proceeds to this sale. Yeah, it's like,
The one person that bought it was my brother.
dude. And then the funny thing is like, so let's just like go to a fictional memorial of one of these fools, right?
Yeah,
So what are they called? There's got to be a cool name for it in Spanish. Bull
for
rider or
the
something.
uh
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
vaqueros,
Like cowboys,
vaqueros, yeah,
basically.
cowboys, yeah,
So
but yeah,
so so whatever, so it's just like you're at this fool's memorial, and like let's they always do a picture, right,
yeah,
the main picture. What if it
yeah.
was like what if it was like him all fucking falling
Oh
off the
fuck!
bull, and then you just see like the leg of the bull just coming in on the head, and you're like, he
It's
died doing what he loved.
it's paused right before the death. It's like
Yeah, right before
the
all the
final
bloodshed.
moments. Like, it's this poor person like feared knowing that here comes like a fucking 2,000-pound bull's leg straight in your fucking face, and you're
They're all
probably
like,
that's gonna be
damn
the
it.
last thing you're ever gonna see.
They're all, damn you, Nacho. You should have just went to the Alamo.
He's like, fuck, who for freaking convinced me doing this? The friends have to feel like shit. The
Yo, worst
friends,
midlife crisis ever. You should have just bought a Porsche.
yeah, Yeah, you should just pay for the ticket to go and watch the radio. Do not write it.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
I'd do that. I get fucked up and watch someone die in a bowl, but I don't think I want to do it.
No, and that would feel like shit. Imagine if you're like the friends who hyped up the friends who read the bull, the real bull.
You'll be
And then
fine, dude. Stop being a bitch.
come on, bitch. Well, you think
You
you're gonna
want to go
die?
to your
No
buddy's
one ever
morgue,
dies.
they're all like,
No.
they're like sneaking out. They're like slowly getting. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
The announcers, where's the homeboys of this
Where's
guy?
the party of burp, 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 burp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Put him with the others. He's in
From
like
the
a lost
pile.
and found.
We're all in the fucking car, like, what the fuck? No one coming up. We didn't see him. He didn't show up. We just went to grab some beer and pizza over here.
He
Like,
comes back. He's like, "Where the fuck were you guys?
we were right
I
there.
wasn't dead.
I wasn't. They revived me, you assholes. Where the
You
fuck
had to
were you
fucking
guys?
sew me back together."
Oh,
Dude,
God.
now I know we need to make a revenge horror film based on a rodeo guy that didn't die.
And he's like killing his friends, but he has a bull with him to do the killing.
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Oh,
don't steal this
man.
from us.
Or just give us rights.
Yeah, just give us tickets to the premiere.
Give us tickets to the premiere and give me some money. Shoot some money our way. We don't need our names on it. Just give us a little,
And
shut
we're not
up
even
money.
asking for that much money, also.
No. We'll let our lawyers figure all that out.
Yeah, just don't give me no freaking potato salads or fucking deviled eggs.
Nothing mayonnaise and hard-boiled eggs for my friend Danny. Send all that my way.
Please.
And by the way, I'm a mayo Nazi because just because I say I like mayonnaise doesn't mean I like all fucking mayonnaise. Miracle
Not
Whip
all
is not
mayonnaise are created
mayonnaise.
equal.
Oh no. There is definitely a very much a hierarchy in the mayonnaise community. Best foods is by far the creme de la creme.
The best food. Okay. They don't call themselves that for no
are best
reason.
foods. Kraft, Miracle Whiff, Miracle Whip. Suck it, man.
Whip.
That stuff is crap. It's terrible. It's like margarine. If you're gonna cook with something, cook with butter or olive oil or oil. Butter or oil. If you use margarine, I can't show up at your house. I don't trust you.
If you use fucking, I can't believe it's not butter.
Like, I hope Fabio comes to your house and tongue kisses your mom right in front of you.
Yeah, don't do it.
Remember when Fabio used to be on those commercials?
Yeah, and I can't believe it's not butter.
His dumb blonde head.
Oh, but again, he was fucking.
What is that guy doing now, man?
Probably doing cameos.
God, okay, let's look. That's what I need to do. Yeah, he probably is doing cameos with his old ugly ass. There's no way he aged well. I'm gonna pay for a cameo. You know what we should do is we should put ends on a cameo and have Fabio call Ryan on his birthday or something.
Oh my, dude! What sucks is that his birthday just passed. Like,
we'll make a fake birthday for him.
Okay, we'll do it just for like encouragement or something.
Yeah,
someone to Ryan.
Someone obnoxious that he would never want to get a cameo.
From. Also, the price has to be right.
Get like Fred Durst to do a cameo for him or something.
Hey man, that'd be dope. Actually, if I can.
Hey Ryan,
it's me. It's your boy Fred. It's your friend boy.
That chocolate starfish is gonna get open, boy.
Let's kick it. No, that's Vanilla Ice. I'm sorry.
No, that'd be dope though. It's the same realm, and I think they're both Floridians. So there you go.
They are.
Florida white people
treated like shit. Hey man, Fred Durst is the shit. I would love a cameo from Fred Durst.
If my band keeps going this way tonight, I might just break your fucking face tonight. But give me something to break. How about your fucking face? All right, I think I quoted enough Limp Bizkit for a week.
A motherfucking chainsaw. Okay.
You'll
chainsaw. What? A motherfucking chainsaw. What? A chainsaw. What? So come and get it. Anyways, okay.
It's all about the he said she. Okay. I hope YouTube takes us down for poor renditions of fucking break stuff. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to listen to the whole fucking album. Thanks, Coop. Thanks.
Welcome, and you're welcome.
Welcome to our hell.
Break stuff is still one of my favorite. That's probably the best song on the record, but I still like that song. I know people hate Limp Bizkit, and I'm one of those people that doesn't really like them. But break stuff's a pretty cool song.
I love Limp Bizkit. They're my shit.
Yeah, like something to break.
$3 Bill, y'all, Significant Other, and Chocolate Starfish.
Their cover of George Michael is hilarious.
Fate. Oh,
Faith.
Dude, look up their 1999 cover. They did a cover Prince 1999.
Really?
It's pretty good.
Prince though? Oh. Well, at least you know it's a Limp Bizkit version, so you really aren't trying to compare it at all to
Yeah, yeah.
Prince because
Like you take it for what it is.
it's
Like
not
it's a
even
Limp
gonna
Bizkit song, and you're like, oh,
it's not
that's
even gonna fucking
interesting.
hold up. Well, dude, okay, so right before we leave, I know we've been saying this. When I went to go see I didn't go to see Limp Bizkit. I went to go
No,
see
you said it.
Metallica.
Admit it. Okay.
Well, and it was Summer Sanitarium at Candlestick. So it was
Mm-hmm.
Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park,
Corn.
Mudvayne, and Deftones.
Oh,
And I
Deftones.
missed Mudvayne,
Mm-hmm.
but I was there for everything else. But I
Yeah.
remember when we were up towards the front when Limp Bizkit was playing, Fred just came out with a fake shotgun that was shooting out like fucking confetti or some bullshit.
Right.
Anyway, he comes out and he's like, I got my 12 gauge because he's got that high pitched voice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, it was funny because there was this Hell's Angel or something that when Limp Bizkit was over, a lot of the guys were walking away, and then this fool came up and he was like by himself. He was just talking
Yeah.
shit to everybody though. He's all fuck yeah. And then everyone's cheering, and then he's all fuck all you poser bitches. He's all I saw you all jumping up and down for fucking Limp Bizkit. I
Yeah.
was like,
Calling
dang,
everybody
this
out.
dude's just calling everybody out. But
Yeah.
I was only like 13, so I felt
Yeah.
hella
Yeah.
dumb. But then, like, as I got older, I was like, like, even though, like, part of me would have been like, that guy's just lame. I was like, no, 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 we were lame. He was
Yeah.
right.
No, that guy was ahead.
He
He
was
was
right.
right. He
Even
was
if,
right.
even if he's a fucking prejudiced white supremacist, he was right.
Yeah. He
Didn't
at
he
least he
make
got
all the
that
right
part right.
choices? But he liked mayonnaise.
And he told us not to jump up and down for Limp Bizkit. And he called us
Yeah,
out
no,
on it.
after jumping up and down, I never did that again for Limp Bizkit.
You got called out.
I did. And you know what? We're gonna call you guys out, but call us out. We got
Yeah.
an email, tfthpod@gmail.com. Hate mail, diets, workout regimens. Send them our way. We're
We
not
love
gonna
it.
spotlight you. We're not gonna show you any money, shoot you any money. But what we could do is we could collab, we could talk, and if you want, we could give a shout out. We're not gonna be doing any cameos
Like Fabio.
like Fabio, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Got to do some kind of incentive thing for this, but tfthpod@gmail.com. Any questions or anything like that, shoot it to us. We'll get back to you.
Absolutely.
And I think with that, I think we're going to leave you. So be smart, be healthy, and be kind.
Love each other, people.
And if you can't just love each other, why don't you just love yourself?
Yes, I think that's very important, which is love yourself before you love each other.
Yeah, because you can't love anyone until you can love yourself.
That's fucking great fucking word of advice right there.
Spoken like a true narcissist. Just kidding.
True that.
But yeah, we'll see you guys later, and thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
Later.